Live back coming up next, guys. Salama makes soca with stock sounds. Tune into Live Wire here. Remember to join my Patreon, guys. $10 a month. Advanced skills only on my Patreon.
Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.
You're tuning into the hottest show on the planet, Livewire Mix, baby. Drop a link on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Got a song to mix and master? Drop me a line on my email. A pure Livewire. It tough, you know.
Welcome back to another Live Wire Mix Cafe here, live on YouTube. I'm your host for this evening here, Andrew Rayburn, mixing engineer, producer, Mr. International himself, Mr. Extraordinaire, and I want to welcome you to the show here, which we'll talk about making soca with stock sounds. This is in support of the fans that watch and say, "Hey Ray, can you make a nice killer soca beat with stock sounds?" Yes, we can. And by the way, guys, if you want to hit me up on my Patreon, you can be sure to subscribe. $10 a month, you would be getting exclusive access, freebies from me from time to time, advanced mixing videos not easily found on YouTube. Also, if you want to join the academy as well, you want to learn, get a one-on-one coaching from me every day, every weekend, or check this out. I can coach you every week, 5 days a week, 2 days a week, 1 day a week. All you got to do is choose a price plan right here from Zero to Hero, Dojo, the Rookie, which I'm going to teach you how to produce, mix, master, and also play the chords of dancehall, reggae, soca, Afrobeats. That's the four main pillars right there. If you want to go in my stores, of course, you can buy my Soca Drum Labs, $40. Get all that top of the line, Destra Garcia, Patrice Roberts, all these big soca artists tunes you hear on that drum. That's the official Contact drum kit. Be sure to, if you want to support me, go on that. And if you want to learn how to mix pro soca in the box, guys, like Destra, Patrice, make the hit with the 3-part series curriculum here. Track and arrangement, routing, mixing instrumental and vocals, mastering for iTunes and Spotify. So let's get right down into it here. We'll talk about making a soca with stock sounds. Now, you can do that. We're going to use stock plugins as well, as a way of teaching you guys how to have a proper ear trained. So let me jump into that beat before I forget the inspiration. So I'm gonna go into Studio One here. By the way, this is a new Studio One 7.2. If you ask me opinion, there are a couple of features that they put in there. Sub-Zero bass. What I do appreciate is the this one right here, the continuous center here. So when Studio One automatically starts to scroll, it's gonna stay dead center, so I don't have to be going back and try to reconfigure. There's small stuff like pre-roll, punch-in, auto punch-in, which is kind of old technology, so it's not really a big update on Studio One 7.2. But hey, they update the maintenance machine as well, so it keeps running proper and smoothly. So let's get into it here. Someone we use presence, Mai Tai, all the goody Studio One default sounds here, running at 112 BPM here. So let me go into my first sound here. So I'm gonna go to Mai Tai. I'm gonna switch to my keyboard settings here. So let's get into it here. I'm gonna record and do our thing. So I'm gonna go 112 BPM here. So let's go a little hertz. As you can see, well, you're gonna see it now, and I'm gonna play it back. Let me see what we got here. You can see the auto scroll goes to it stays the center. Let's try it again and go back and play here. I'm gonna turn it off just for the sake of I want to keep a monitor on my the bar here. I'm gonna keep the first bar. I mean, I played it correctly, but sometimes, you know, I have an old MIDI control. I'm getting a new one soon, but let's start off with this right here. So I'm gonna trim the sides here. We're gonna work as fast as we can. That's what we do here. Professional reggae, dancehall, Afro, soca music. We don't lamp up, man. We get things rolling in it's the record split time. So I'm gonna hit the D key, duplicate that. Duplicate a couple of times here. Now I'm gonna hit the loop key here. Now I'm gonna go straight into my impact here. Let me see here. So this is what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be hitting the kick 2 times. So I'm going. So I'm going to do. So I'm going to go. Let's practice that. Here we go. There we go. Play back. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. Pull that back. Here we go. Pushing that kick. Here we go. Let's loop that part. See what we got. going to highlight this section here. I'm going to group that. So what I'm doing here, instead of playing the individual parts by itself, I'm using Impact from Studio One. So Impact doesn't allow you to automatically put the different sounds to MIDI. It's going to allow you to bust different sounds since it's a drum kit. That's why I'm kind of playing two things at the same time, the drums and the kick drum and the snare drum. So let's loop this part here. I'm going to trim in the last little part here. And I'm going to duplicate a couple of times. Let me grab the hi-hats here. I'm using Mai Tai electronic kick here, so I'm gonna add in the hi-hats. Here we go. See what we got here. Play back. Here we go. So I'm laying down the hi-hats here. I'm gonna do a little bit of step recording to get things a little bit rolling here. Let me double click on the MIDI bar here. I'm gonna highlight that, open it up. And I'm gonna add a little bit of step recording here. I'm gonna engage that. Click over here. Let's bump it up to maybe 32 notes. I'm gonna hit these notes manually a couple of times. I'm gonna go back. Plate. Let's see what we got. Push the velocity up a little bit here. And let me go on continuous left for the scroll here, because I don't like when the goes. So I'm getting I feel like I need a little bit more velocity. Let me push these up because I want to hear the roll on the hi-hats. Yeah, something like that right there. Let's bring it down just a little bunch so it lines up with the other hi-hats pattern. Let me take it down, maybe 88%. Here we go. A little too low. Let's bring that back up. Maybe a little too high. Maybe 90%. Let's see what we got. Still not feeling it. I'm coming back up. Maybe 95%. That'll work. Back here. I'm just gonna loop it right from this spot. I'm gonna chop that part off and go back here. Go here. So I kind of have like an in and an out kind of live, little bit of live feel here. Let's move on down. Now I'm going to add a little bit of percussion here. We're going to add that one there. Play that. Let's see what we got. Put it in there. So I'm going to drag that to the front. Play back. Here we go. Now I'm going to lay down a little bit of bass here. We're going to practice a little bit here. We're on the F minor here. Simple bass line. Let me lay it down. See what we got here. Way back. Let's correct that velocity on that middle note on the bass. Let me turn. Can I turn this thing off? Just gonna go here and turn it off. You see, like this auto scroll thing, sometimes it gets in the way, man. I like to keep track of it. Let's add another note here. Okay, so we're getting there. Now let's start to use our stock plugins here. As you can see, I already have a reverb loaded up. This is coming through the open ear here. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more space using the binaural pan, so let's go on that here. I'm going to take this out. We're not going to use this. This is a wave plugin. Like I said, we're going to be using stock. I'm going to put the binaural pan above the reverb. I'm going to bring the EQ underneath the reverb. Let's see if I can get a little bit more width here. So I'm gonna label this as bass. Now, right now, we're getting there. We want to keep our, inspiration going here. So let me see if I can grab some other sounds one time so we can hype up this beat here. I'm gonna use a Mai Tai. Let's rehearse that. Here we go. let's put that in there. Here we go. Right from here. It's kind of arpeggiated notes, so I gotta watch what I'm playing here. Go back again, hit the wrong note. I'm hitting the right note. It's just that this program, check this out. If I play it, it kind of has its own chords to it, but I'm taking certain notes out. Let me loop that. So I'm gonna loop the other bar here. I want to go into I want to go right into let me see what I got here. Okay, we're gonna bring in a little bit more percussion here, so I'm gonna go right back into presence here. Now personally, guys, if you ask me, I know Logic has a lot of sounds as well, Fruit Loops. You know, every DAW comes with their own set of sounds, but personally, from my experience, right, I mean, I'm a big fan of Studio One. I've learned professionally in Pro Tools, but I've used Ableton before, Cubase, the window, whatever you feel comfortable with. But Studio One, stock sounds, they're quite a good amount of good sounds, but it's not current. It's not big. That's why we use stuff like the bigger synthesizer, the EDM stuff. Load in presence. Presence is good. Like Studio One is good for drums. I think it's more stronger in the drums area. You find some good drums and percussion that you can use, like what you're hearing now, in not just soca but any genre. But in terms of synthesizers, Studio One stock sounds have a lot of sounds. So you might hit a wall after a while. Maybe you get 2, 3, 4 songs out of it, but songs. I mean, like, you know, different sounds. But you're gonna need some more diversity, man. So I like current stuff. I like big EDM sounds. So let's move on to we're gonna go to drum kits here. We're gonna look for a percussion drum. Let's see if we're fine. That sounds okay. Let's keep on going. Try this one here. We're gonna off time that to the drum kit. Here we go. Here we go. That's all I wanted to add. Here we go. Now Now we got to do something about these sounds here. I'm gonna load up stock plugins, of course. We're gonna see if we can fatten up these sounds. Now, because I want movement as well, right? Let me go ahead and just gonna save that. I want movement in the track as usual. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a delay here using the stock, of course. This is for all you stock fans here. So I'm gonna go down here. We're going to go under let's go to analog delay. And I'm going to send a copy of my tie to it. Now we're going to unmute the effects channels here so we can hear exactly what we're doing here. So adjust the time. Let's see if I can add a little more size on that reverb here. Control some of that bass. Go back. Add a little bit of punch to that kick. Now I'm gonna go back into my tie and see if we can get some modern sounding presets here going. I'm just gonna flip through it. Let's try the category of poly. This is a part like poly is where like you'll get more of that soca-ish, pluckish kind of sound. So let's go on that. I want something a little bit bright. Keep on going. we'll come back to that. Let's go back to that one. Let's see here. See how that sounds. Squeeze that in there, just give that a little bit of bubble movement around here. Let's play back. Here we go. Play back. Here we go. Bring this down a little bit. I'm gonna bring this at the front, the pluck we just played. Now I'm gonna go into we're going to go back to present. We'll go into some leads here, and see what we got. Let's go underneath synth, analog pad. Let's go cycle through these sounds here. So I'm thinking of like a bright lead kind of sound. It sounds like something like that. Let's take it down. I'm gonna push it through the reverb open ear. Let's go see what we got. Let's see if we can get any more sounds similar to that in presence here. I like that one. Let's bring up the volume a little bit. When you're looking for sounds, give yourself some time. If you're taking longer, like about 2-3 minutes, go back to some of the sounds you already heard first. Don't take too long. Let me rehearse out. We're gonna go through the sounds and then we're gonna see which one sounds good. Let's play the track here. So we need something heavy here to take the middle part of the track. I'm just randomly going through sound so you guys read the time. I think we already came out of the synth category. Let's go back to my tie. I'm going to remove presence here. And we're going to load up my tie. As you can see, folks, we're getting there. We're putting in some good sounds here. But at the same time, we don't have too much options here. Let's look for my tie. Is the effects, the yeser, flanger, pipeline, EQs. Oh, okay. I was underneath effects. That's why everything is popping up like that. Let's pull in. Let's try Mojito. Let's see if we can get something out of that. We already got leads, right? We want something to fill in that middle section here. I'm not feeling Mojito, so hopefully my tie is gonna fix that. Let's pull my tie in, and I'm gonna need poly category. Let's see if we can find something here. Let's practice. Perfect. That's gonna work. Let's lay that down. Here we go. Give it an intro. Let's go back. We're gonna lay that down again. And then we're going to look for some bright leads on top of that. Here we go. Let's loop that. Here we go. Look for some lead here. Let's go down to the lead. We need some bright leads here. See how that sounds. Still looking for that bright synth here. Let's keep on going. That's good enough for me right there. I'm gonna add a stock Pro Q. I'm gonna brighten that up a little bit. Go top here. Go back. Here we go. So check this out. We're gonna try and switch it up. We're gonna lengthen out that rhythm a little bit more. So we can have like a verse separation here. I'm going to drag out the loop line. We're going to duplicate presence. Let's go. Let's switch up the kick drum on the impact here. I'm going to do that constant double hit. Here we go. We're going to do it on the second bar here. Let's go back. I'm going to open up and change it to MIDI notes. I want a constant 2 hit, so I'm gonna duplicate that. I'm gonna hit the letter D. Let me turn on is the snap on? The snap is on. So I'm going to drag and highlight these 2 keys here, and I'm going to drag here. Let's see what we got here. Well, a little bit more to the right. Here we go. A little more to the right. There we go. Still missing it. Pull it a little more to the right. Do that one more time, loop the other one, then we're gonna loop the complete parts so we keep that constant kick. Then we're gonna bring in a little bit more percussion sound. I'm gonna duplicate that. So to do that, we're going to go back into presence here. And I'm going to pull up another drum kit here. So we still want to sound modern and current, right? So as you can see, I'm kind of, you know, I wouldn't say struggle, but I'm looking for the right tones. I'm looking for like an open hat. Still going through the kits here, so let's go do that. I think I found the two elements right here. I'm gonna lay this down for us, this tambourine vibe. So here we go. Right here. Bring that in right after the first bar. Bring it back here. See how it kind of wakes up the rhythm section when I adding more of this tambourine. So I'm going to duplicate the same presence here. I'm going to duplicate complete track, and I'm going to use the open hats sound right underneath that. This one right here. Here we go. Let's check on the drums on impact here. I don't think I need to separate the drum, the snare drum from impact here. We're going to keep on bringing in some more sounds here because I think we still need to build upon that. We're going to load up Mai Tai. Mai Tai is the last line of defense here. I'm going to keep on going in. Let's see if we can go into the synth section. Actually, we're loading presence here. Let's get rid of that. We're going to load Mai Tai. I'm going to go on the poly. And we're going to go through some sounds here. push the toms. I feel like the rhythm section still needs a little bit of push here. We're only having one snare drum, and we don't got much going on. So I'm gonna go back. Let's go into Brazilian kit. I'm gonna switch the. Let's try that one there. Here we go. See if that make a difference when we hit that chorus line. Back to the tom section here. Let's go back. Yeah, I think we're getting it here. Let's add a little bit of compression here. Go on to vendor. I'm gonna go to fat channel, and let's see if I can tighten up that snare drum. 2-to-1 ratio. I'm gonna give me a faster release, and I'm gonna go to EQ. Okay, a little bit of right about there. And there you have it, folks. Within record time, 1 hour time, we've used stock plugins, delay and reverb, and the present. Like I said, Studio One doesn't come with a whole lot of plethora of sounds. Although they're boasting that they have, they just released a Sub-Zero bass, but I don't think their strength is in workstation. Their strength is in, they make good drum sounds, really good drum sounds. The DAW is great, the tools is great, but I don't think VST workstation is their strength. You know, they're gonna have to come up with something to compete with Doom or Anna, something that's loaded with sounds you can do. But as you can see, we found some pretty okay sounds with a little bit of mixing to get our stuff that way to still sound like, yeah, we can use this to create a modern soca song. So it takes a little while, but hey, this is what it is when it comes to making soca with stock sounds here. So I hope you enjoyed the content. Be sure to comment, subscribe. If you want to join my Patreon as well, $10 a month, and you're going to be getting a top of the line mixing, advanced mixing videos. You want to donate to my PayPal. And if you want to join the Academy, guys, hey, don't be afraid to get into the Academy here. We're going to book a 1 hour coaching session from me per day. You can learn how to play chords in reggae, dancehall, soca, and Afro productions, as well as mixing and mastering ready for radio. And all you gotta do is choose a price plan. This is my price plan right here. If you want to start off with a rookie, you get you're gonna get a 1 hour session for 1 day in the week. The dojo, you're gonna get a 2 days a week session, which is mostly people opt in for weekends, like Saturday and Sundays, 1 hour sessions. Which you're gonna be getting. Or if you want to go from zero to hero, you get 5 days a week. We go do a 1 hour session, which I can live stream privately with you, or do a pre-recorded one for every day of the week. You make your choice. But I hope it's been fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed something from making soca with stocks. You can mix with stock plugin as well. I probably am going to do a one that's will mix them with stock plugins. But as you can see, Studio One's not giving me a lot of options when it comes to finding good modern sounds. I found a couple that still needed a little bit tweak, but as you can see, it's getting close. The track now feels like a complete vibe. But it's up to me, man. I would throw an Anna Dune in there, even a Korg M1, man. So I think Studio One needs to really think about, if they're going to be supplying workstations, they got to match up with Dune or Anna. That's what you call a multi-work station. But like I said, I love the DAW. I love the tools. The update is not really hot. Like I said, it's not going to slow you down. It's not a big whoa, so... it is what it is. That's how I feel, man. But I hope you enjoy the show. And I'm going to say peace out and a bless up every time.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.
You're tuning to the hottest show on the planet, Livewire Mix, baby. Drop a link on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Got a song to mix and master? Drop me a line on my email. Up your Livewire. It tough,